Hey guys, welcome back to episode 16 of the Strive to Survive series. And right now we're down in our branch mine and we're kind of just gathering resources for our trip that we're going to take into the Nether. We've just come down this pathway and we've opened this area up, so we're going to go look for hopefully some diamonds and some iron would be really nice. So that's the plan. And I think we're going to head down if we can manage that. Let's try over here. And it looks like that's just some obsidian, so probably not going to get much out of that. But let's dig around a little bit just to make sure. Yeah, so we got some lava over there. And we'll just keep digging just for a little bit. And I think we'll patch that because we don't want to fall in. But let's check up this way. And we got a lot of gravel. Whoa, a creeper. And that's okay because we kind of wanted some of that gravel gone, so let's just make sure we put that torch back up. And let's get our dirt out. I'd rather use dirt to kind of fill in these spots. So we've got some redstone here, that's good. And a lot of iron, so this is going to be a pretty good trip, it looks like. There's some gold over there. And let's make sure that we mark that that's the way back. Just going to do that so we can get this redstone without losing most of it, hopefully. And you know what? Let's do this a smart way and use our water bucket. There we go. That's a little bit safer. And we'll put up some more torches. Kind of explore around in here. And hopefully, since there's so much lava, maybe we'll run into some diamonds. And if not, we still found a lot of other useful resources, so the trip's definitely not wasted. Get that. Ooh, that's dangerous. Let's go ahead and block that off. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit safer. Yep, I didn't think we'd be able to get that one. But, alright. So I'm just going to keep doing this for a little bit, and if I run across anything interesting, guys, I will pick the recording back up. Alright guys, we're back again, and suffice it to say, I didn't find anything really interesting down there. There were a lot of ores, nothing that important though. There wasn't any diamonds or anything like that, so I just went ahead and gathered them all, and now we are working on the next tunnel. So my goal is to get a couple more diamonds and try to do some enchanting, because we have 40 levels here, and I would hate to go down into the Nether with 40 levels when we could enchant some of our gear. And you know, I'd hate to go down there and risk maybe losing those levels by dying, when it would be so much easier to just enchant the gear that we have and, you know, keep ourselves from dying. So that's the plan anyways. And a couple of other things. We're gonna have some gold smelting back at our new furnace that we just built, and once that's done, I'm going to show you guys a couple of interesting little gadgets that we can make, some of which will work in the Nether and some of which will not, so it's kind of a mixed bag. But I'm going to finish up down this tunnel. Hopefully by then the gold will be done smelting, and then I'll catch up with you guys again. Alright guys, we're back at our little staging area for our mines, and I'm going to show you guys a couple things. We just collected our gold out of our new furnace. One of the things I'm going to show you how to build is a clock, and what you do is you get one piece of redstone, which we've collected a bunch of, and 4 pieces of gold, arrange them like this, and you end up with a clock. So we'll take that. That's a nice little gadget to have. And if you look at the clock, you can tell exactly what time it is. So right now it's just turning nighttime. And when it turns to dawn, you'll see that this part right here, it'll be reversed basically. So it's night like this, and then it'll be blue sky with sun for dawn, or for midday. And then any time in between, like right now it is it's like midnight, because it's perfectly aligned like that. So once it starts moving this way, it's getting closer to dawn, and vice versa. So that's how the clock works. And then the other thing I'm going to show you guys is the same configuration, except with iron will give us a compass. And a compass is very handy for when we go exploring, because it will always point back to our original spawn location. So let's put this, we got to find a place for it because we have so much stuff here. I guess we don't really need that one piece of coal. But the compass will always point, if we put it in our inventory, it will always point towards the spawn location. So that way is the spawn location. But we're not going to carry those things on us right now. As you can see, we've picked up a lot of redstone, but we'll put those in our chest for now. I'm going to make another torch. That'll free up 2 inventory spots there. And we'll start smelting this iron that I've collected. But I'm just going to keep on going down these tunnels, guys, and if I find anything else neat, I'll let you guys know. We're also going to probably do some interesting things with item frames and pictures later in this episode, and then that'll all just be in preparation for us going into the Nether. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back again. So we're headed down the last row on this side. Before we get to the end of our mine. This is the end right here. We've done all that. Back there somewhere is our crafting bench area. So I've gone through probably about 8 stone picks already, and 1 iron pick, just getting all these resources together. And we haven't found any diamonds, but I guess the moral of that story is don't get discouraged. You're not going to find what you're looking for every single time, and that's part of this game, is, you know, just keeping at it and exploring and making do with what you do find. And we're just going to use up our iron pick. There's really no reason not to. I just want to get to the end of this area and make sure that we didn't miss anything over here. We almost missed all this nice iron up here. So that's a good find. And that's another reason why I'm not too concerned with using the iron picks now. But it is a good thing that we've found all this iron, because that's the next thing I'm going to show you guys is, and I don't really want to use our diamond pick, but we'll do it just to get to the end of this. It's honestly not going to hurt us that much. But that's the next thing I'm going to show you guys, is something that we can do with all the iron that we're gathering that will come in handy both when we get the enchanting table and to repair tools. So, and I think this is the end actually. Yep, sure is. That's where we've been stopping. So let's go ahead and head back over here and gather up some of this iron that we found. All the way back, and we've gone down every one of these aisles, and apparently we missed some coal over here. Hopefully we can carry all of it. Yep. Because we're looking pretty full here. And I've been putting a lot of stuff in these chests too. So there we go. There's some more iron. And I think we'll smelt the rest of it back at the base. I'm going to carry as much of this back with me as I can, especially the stuff that's a little more rare. That should be good. And I'll come back for the rest of this stuff. But I'm going to meet you guys back at the base. See you in a bit. Alright guys, we're back again at the base as promised. And I've done a little bit of inventory management, but as you can see, I'm still kind of weighed down. And it's getting kind of hard to remember what exactly is in each one of these chests. So I'm going to show you guys how to make an interesting way to remember exactly what is in each and every chest. So we'll need some leather and we'll need some wood. I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of sticks here. That should be enough. So what we'll do is we'll take one piece of leather, put it in the middle, we'll surround it with sticks, and that will give us an item frame. Then what we can do with that is we can put the item frame on our bar, and this is gonna be food, so let's get something that reminds us of food. I think I'm gonna pick the wheat, but unfortunately we don't have room to carry it yet, so let's put the item frame up first. Put the item frame on the wall, grab a piece of wheat. Now we could put absolutely anything in the item frame, but we'll take wheat for now. We'll click on the item frame. So now we can see there is wheat in that chest. So that is an easy way to tell what's in your chest. And if you go ahead and break the item frame, you'll get the item frame back and the piece that was in it. So it's just that simple. But I'm going to go ahead and make a couple more item frames for down in our storage room. And I'll catch up with you guys once I'm done making those. Alright guys, so we're down in the storage room. I've made 3 more item frames. Basically because that's all I had the sticks to do. We actually need a lot more, as you can see. But we're going to start putting these up. And I'll make a few more. With some more of our wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that should be enough for now. Yep, we actually only needed 3. But we'll hang on to the last one. So, but what we'll do down here, that's our cobble chest. So we'll put a piece of cobble in there. Then dump all our cobble off. And we're going to need a lot of cobble when we go down into the nether to secure our forward base there. So that's one of the reasons I was branch mining this episode, was I wanted to collect a lot of cobble. This is our dirt, so we'll go ahead and put a piece of dirt there. That way we know. And I'm going to hang on to that, the rest of that stack of dirt. Then we'll make one of these for our precious ores, which I think iron would be a good indication of our ores. And we'll drop all of our precious ores inside that box, including our gold. But we want to smelt that first, and I'm going to show you guys one more thing to do with the iron before we call this an episode. And actually, I don't know if we'll have enough to just do it all down here, but what we're going to do, we're going to create the iron blocks that I showed you guys how to make in a previous episode. We're going to make 3 of those. And then I think we actually do have enough. Put those across the top there. We're going to go like that, and that is going to give us an anvil. So we'll put that down. We'll put it down right there. So the anvil is useful. You can combine tools with it. And it'll cost 1 enchanting. Now, you guys might remember that I can just do this in the table. I can combine this sword and this sword for free. So it's kind of pointless to do that with an anvil when you can do it for free right in the table. But the nice part about the anvil is you can combine enchanted items to come up with either better enchanted items, or you can repair enchanted items using this. But unfortunately we don't have an enchanting table yet, so we can't demonstrate that. But what we can do is take this sword, or let's do this one, this is a better example, and rather than combining it with this sword, if we combine it with a piece of iron, you see that's a lot better, which can be very handy with diamond weapons or diamond tools, or even diamond armor for that matter. You can repair it for less than it would cost to make a new one. So I'll actually do that, and it's going to cost us 1 enchanting to do so, and it's kind of a waste on an iron sword, but I just wanted to demonstrate that you can in fact do that. So that's the purpose of anvils. Another nice thing about them is if you enchant a book, which we'll demonstrate once we get an enchanting table, you can use the iron to combine, say, an iron sword with a book and get that enchantment on that. You can also use it to rename the sword. So, Dave's awesome sword. And that will cost you a bit. So I'm not actually going to do that because it's kind of a waste on an iron sword. But later on, we'll name some of our weapons or our tools, and you can do that using enchanting points in an anvil. The anvil actually has 3 stages. It's kind of like the wheat that grows outside, and it has 3 visible stages of use, and then it'll actually break. Right now, it's barely used at all. You'll start seeing cracks appearing on the anvil the more and more we use it, and it'll start looking more and more damaged before finally it breaks and you have to build a new one. So you can move the anvil though, just like that. You can break it with any pick, so it's real simple to move, and it doesn't take any durability loss when you move it. But yeah, that's the basics of anvils. So alright guys, I'm going to call this an episode. I'm going to finish moving all the rest of the stuff that we gathered in the mines up to the base. In this episode we covered a lot of the cool little gadgets that you can make, such as item frames, the watch, a compass. And the nice thing about the watch is you can actually put it in an item frame, and that might be what we use this last item frame for. Might put it right there. You can put the watch in the item frame, and then it pretty much becomes a clock on the wall. You can just glance over at it. So I might go ahead and grab that and then show you guys what that looks like real quick. So give me a minute to grab that, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and we'll just drop our clock in there, and now we've got a nice wall clock here, and that will just display the time. As you can see, it actually is moving. So we're going to build a couple more clocks, probably one to keep on us and one more with an item frame to put down in the branch mines down there. That way we know when it's dark before we even start climbing the ladder to come out. So, but see, it did just move. And I brought back the rest of our stuff, including our compass. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you guys in the next episode.